Hey guys, welcome back to another action figure build, customization, kit bash, whatever you would like to call it. So this is our chapel build that I've started on, and I decided I did not like it. The shoulders, I believe, are just too far apart. This is a Batman. I don't remember which one it was now. I got it because it had a lot of muscle definition, and like I said in previous videos, I'd like to keep everything McFarlane toys. And it's really hard to do. So yeah, guys, that's just what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get us a chapel from McFarlane. That's my plan. That's my ideal of it. You remember in a previous video we made these skulls. We casted these with the moldable plastic, and we can't really put these in hot water, dunk the whole figure in hot water to get this lower part off of the figure, because then these will melt. So I'm going to pull this apart the same way I did it before, because if you remember correctly, or if you remember an old video, this was on our commando spawn. So we are going to go ahead and pull this one apart, and the way that I do this, got a heat gun here, and we're just going to heat up this ball inside here. Grab him apart. So there we are. There's the belt, and then we will throw this in the water and pull the rest of it apart. And so we'll let that sit in there and talk a little bit about what we're doing. I found Liu Kang here. If you take off his shirt, I found out that it's sculpted underneath, which I took apart a Dune figure, and it wasn't. So I didn't think McFarlane was keeping sculpts underneath the clothing, but I think there's a variant of him where he don't have the shirt on, so that might be why. I have Cable here. I'm actually only going to use him for the lower forearms and the hands, because I don't want these gauntlets here on Chapel, because of course he doesn't have them. So I got these today. That's what we're going to work on. But first we're going to go ahead and pull him apart. He's probably done now. It only takes a couple minutes. On Liu Kang now, his lower abdomen isn't really sculpted, so I'm going to try to use this if we can. So, if we can. Hopefully we can. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we'll move this off to the side. This is what we really needed, and we're going to try this lower abdomen, of course. Alright. Now let's go ahead and pull these guys apart. You guys know I don't do unboxing videos, but you kind of always get one within my other videos. So here's Cable here. He's got a pretty cool mask on him. We can use him for another custom figure. I don't collect Mortal Kombat. We'll go ahead and open Liu Kang up. Hopefully I wasn't misled in the photos and the research that I did for Liu Kang's torso. Yeah, he's sculpted underneath. That's pretty cool. Problem is this. A lot of room in there. So, oh, yeah, guys, that works. There we go. Oh, look, the abs match up pretty good. Got a good, yeah, that might work, guys. Let's shove this peg back in there. Got this mess going on here. All right, guys. So the cups. All right. So we have Liu Kang's body here, upper torso, Batman's lower torso, and what I like to do is kind of pre-assemble everything. Find out where everything is, and then figure out which of these elbows work best. So shove him back together. Normally arms are This is the head we're going to use. I'm going to order another Green Lantern because I really like this figure. But I'm going to use the Green Lantern's body as one of my other customs. I'm going to do like kind of my own superhero kind of thing. Alright guys, so this is what I dye my action figures with. It works sometimes it doesn't. I mean, you can do your research about it. It works for me. So I've seen on the groups, like the action figure build groups and stuff, a lot of people's like, you know, that doesn't work, blah blah blah, whatever they say. Well, it does work. I don't know if it's going to work for what I just did, but I will show you that most plastics, it will dye, and it doesn't scratch off. So we'll see what happens. Normally, if it's painted, that's when it does not work. If it's something painted, it will not dye it. I don't know if it just will not, like, it probably wouldn't dye this black. It will dye this ball joint here black. For sure, it will dye it black. So you guys can use it on certain things, and it works. So sorry, we got to get a good reference here for the skull. So here we are, and I'm pretty sure in the comic books the skull is permanent. Like, here we go. So this is kind of the look that I'm going for. Here. So it's a good reference image there. This is what we're going to go for. I don't like the nose because that doesn't make very much sense. If it's if there's no flesh, your nose does not look like that. Somebody messed up on that one. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a cool look there, guys. Yeah, see, that's the way the nose should be there. This is what we're going for. I don't know if I'm going to do the hair. I might. I would have to shave the side of his head. I'll probably go for that. I like that look. Alright guys, let me show you what dyeing did. This is not dyed. This is primed. These are primed. The other pieces are still drying. So this is with using this RIT dye. The arms did not dye at all. Did not do anything. Like I said, these are most likely painted. Probably does have some pigmentation inside, like the plastic itself might be pigmented about that color, but these are painted, most likely. Let me show you what it did to the. So like this plastic here, it hasn't been painted. It has no finish on it at all, and that's what it did. It kind of mixed with that color, and this does not scratch off, guys. Dyeing your figures, it does not scratch off. I mean, this is much rougher. I mean, you can hear it. See, that's me scratching it. So rubbing in the joints, that's what I think somebody was complaining about or saying don't do it because when the joints rub together, it will scratch off or peel or whatever. That's not the case. At least it has never been for me. I don't care what anybody says when it comes to that. Here is, see, that's a much better for the hand there, and it also gets down into the cracks and the crevices because I didn't take this piece apart, and it looks good. So that's a much better color to work with whenever we are using darker skin tones. So it's actually almost the same color as our primer here. So, and we also did these pegs, and that's the color the pegs came out to be. So there you are, guys. This works. I like to dye certain things. Certain things work well. I tried to dye a full action figure one time. It did not work. I think there's a video out there where it shows it working, and it dyed them like completely black. I don't know what figures he was using, and I don't know what method he was using to get the figures clean and prepped, but I tried dyeing a full figure and it does not work. Just certain parts of the figure did dye. So just take that with a grain of salt, guys. I know the pegs, things that have not been painted, normally dye pretty well. The arms did not dye. We're going to go ahead and prime these up, and we will be back. Save these for later. Alright, guys, so we now have our head here, and we are going to customize this head. The way that I have it on here, I have my tool that I made, bent the wire or the coat hanger up to hold this peg, and now I can move it and do what I need to, hold tight. So that's it, guys. And then I just stuff it in a pin thing here whenever I let it dry. We are using Milliput epoxy putty. Then I have a plate here. This is for the epoxy putty. This is parchment paper. Various tools to get the job done. So first thing we're going to do, and it's kind of scary, is we need to cut his nose off and the upper lip. So guys, so there is our head so far. Just carving that off, got as close to the shape as possible, and then we will detail in the teeth and the skull, and then I'm going to do the hair, try to do the hair. So it already kind of looks close, the way that I cut the nose and carved it out there. So yeah.
Chronic